Chenxini was staying at Yue Qianling's place, so she opened the door when Gu Shun came by. He brought milk tea by chance, and after some awkwardness, Yue took his cup. Chenxini later found a hidden portrait of Gu Shun in Yue's wardrobe and cleaned up her messy room. Yue tried to watch the video Gu Shun gave her, but needed a password. She jokingly entered "forgive," and it worked. The next morning, Gu Shun arrived as Yue and Chen Xinyi were having breakfast, and Yue rushed to pack for a business trip to Beijing because their collaboration with Ling Yu had gone wrong. In Beijing, Ling Yu said another team beat them, but after Yue and Gu Shun performed on stage and played a game with her, she agreed to work with them. Gu Shun then asked Yue what gift a girl would like, and later bought her a keyboard. Back in Jiangcheng, he invited her to a real-life competition, where Jiang Yishi unexpectedly saw them together. Gu Shun and Yue Qianling joined a real-life competition, where Gu Shun kept staring at her, reminding him of their first meeting. Chen Xinyi became upset after seeing Jiang Junan playing games with two new girls, so Yue encouraged her to focus on her career and teamed up with her and Gu Shun to defeat Jiang Junan. Later, during a dinner with Gu Shun's team, Chen Xinyi told Yue she planned to move out, and everyone encouraged Yue to join the 9th Business Department. Jiang Yishi arrived and argued with Gu Shun, revealing their long-standing rivalry from their R&D days. Both Gu Shun and Jiang Junan got drunk, and Jiang Junan accidentally called Chen Xinyi while thinking he was talking to Feng Ru. Meanwhile, Yue tried to take Gu Shun home and jokingly asked about his 5 million debt, only for him to say their assets should be shared. The next day, the departments prepared to select top employees, and Fan Xing insisted Yue deserved recognition, even if rules didn't allow it. When Yue came home with Gu Shun, she panicked at a cockroach and jumped into his arms, right as her mother witnessed it, and instantly approved of Gu Shun. That night, Yue felt someone following her, rushed to Gu Shun's door, and hid fearfully in his arms. Tang Xin waits downstairs with gifts, and when Yue Qianling asks why he's there, he says he came on business and brought something for her. Gu Shun then appears, and they awkwardly size each other up after Tang Xin mockingly confirms Gu Shun is Yue's gaming boyfriend. Tang Xin invites Yue to be his wedding date for the weekend, but she claims she must work. When he mentions a hospital visit for myocarditis, she immediately walks with him in concern, and Gu Shun is shoved aside. At the office, Tang Xin texts that he's sent clothes and shoes. Huang Jie notices Yue's discomfort and urges her to handle it, so Yue decides to pick them up and meet Tang Xin for a meal. Gu Shun unexpectedly joins them, orders cilantro when Yue's dishes are too light, and grows possessive, eventually transferring money to Tang Xin for the gifts, then deliberately spilling food on the new clothes so Yue can leave. Later, Yue's apartment loses power, and Gu Shun helps with building repairs. Together they catch the stalker, a security guard, and send him to the police. On the way back, Gu Shun answers a call saved as mother-in-law, Yue's mother, prompting an embarrassed explanation, and Jiang Junan teases that Gu Shun is being introduced to his girlfriend today. Finally, during a game dare when Su Zheng must call his crush, Gu Shun grabs the phone because everyone knows Yue Qianling is the one he likes. Gu Shun reviewed Ling Yu's schedule and approved it, but then stopped Yue Qianling to ask why she'd come back so late at 3 a.m. She explained she'd been comforting a friend. She noticed Fan Xing's broken keyboard, only to learn later Chen Xinyi revealed Gu Shun had bought it. During a meeting in Division 1, Yue's phone rang, but Jiang Yishi kept her focused, delaying her until Fan Xing told her Ling Yu had left early, and she scrambled to fix the problem. Apologizing, Yue promised Gu Shun it wouldn't happen again. He asked if she could truly guarantee it, and then brought her an electronic peephole, a water leak alarm, and a self-defense stick. A rescheduled Division 1 meeting clashed with the 9th Business Divisions, and Jiang Junan was distracted on a video call with Feng Ruru, so Yue agonized on the balcony and flipped a coin about which team to join. Her boss later revealed he'd once flipped a coin to create the 9th Division and urged her to follow her heart. Gu Shun refused to decide for her. Yue used her connections to secure Wu Minghua for Zhang Yishi in exchange for approval to transfer, and after taking out the trash, she found her door lock broken and knocked on Gu Xun's door, only to notice women's slippers and couple items he claimed were prepared for her and belonged to Zhang Junan. Gu Xun warns Yue Qianling she can always come to him, and when her mother calls about a blind date, both pretend they're too busy. Yue thinks Gu Xun might secretly be jealous of Su Zheng. After a missed comedy show date and a locksmith fiasco that leaves Gu Xun accidentally trapped in her apartment, he falls to his knees apologizing and explains he didn't know her blind date girl was Yue. She's upset, but he promises to delay the promo video and take responsibility with the board. Zhang Junan juggles calls from Feng Ruru, while Yue checks Gu Xun for a fever and then drives him around to let him sleep, accidentally knocking over cones and promising to split the repair fees until Gu Xun insists it's shared property. Feng Ruru breaks off with Zhang Junan, leaving him stunned while Chen Xinyi cheers him up with silly balloon-popping therapy. At work, the booth is first given to Project 1, but Gu Xun fights back, releases the promotional video, and the 9th Division wins the exhibition hall after the video exceeds expectations. Yue's relationship test hints she won't be single long, and when Yue sees flowers and candles, she assumes Gu Xun, but it's Su Zheng, and Gu Xun mistakenly thinks Su Zheng has successfully confessed to her. Zhang Junan jokes about today being a lucky day to confess, and Yue Qianling, hopeful, heads to Gu Xun's place expecting a surprise, only for Gu Xun to be called away by a copyright crisis over narrow path. Yue waits at his door, comforts him when he returns, hugging him and leaning on his shoulder, and learns the disputed role was something Gu Xun and his late father created together. When the board suggests selling the project, Gu Xun suddenly goes home to sort things out and disappears, so Yue races to his hometown to find him. There he finally confesses he's liked her since childhood. They embrace, then hunt for proof in his father's studio and Uncle Gu's records. Gu Xun discovers his father's messages and a termination agreement proving the copyright belongs to him and rushes those documents to the board. Just as the board was preparing to push for selling Narrow Path, Gu Xun rushed into the meeting room with documents in hand, proving his father had ended the contract and returned all rights to him. The board fell silent as he revealed the character was legally his, saving Narrow Path and protecting the 9th Division from being shut down. Chen Xinyi and Zhang Junan scramble printing when Wei Han barges in, and awkward lights-off antics leave them red-faced. Yue Qianling teases Gu Xun about his silent mother, then tricks her into visiting. Gu Xun's mother arrives, worries he'll follow his late father's fate, but is moved when Gu Xun shows her the Shaolin character. Gu Xun and Yue share quiet, domestic moments, perfume, carrying the drunk Yue to bed, and co-workers gossip as couples are spotted around the office. Company drama flares as Water moves to acquire Stella. Gu Xun vows to take the narrow path to water, Jiang Junan backs him, and Chen Xinyi briefly leaves for Project 1 in the show of transfers. Late-night bar drinking leaves Yue vulnerable. Gu Xun rescues and comforts her, and playful reconciliations fetters and ticklish makeups. Amid investor pressure and relationship messes, the 9th Division pulls together with plans, backups, and stubborn loyalty to save their game and each other. Zhang Junan arrived with a new investor, Mr. Liu, offering better terms than water, and Director Wang was ready to sign, until Yue Qianling rushed in with evidence of his long-hidden misconduct, stopping the deal instantly. Stella's father then revealed he had secretly arranged for Director Zhao to hold 10% of shares for her and planned to use his own savings to secure the company's stability. The team celebrated with a half-day off and a dinner, while Zhang Junan confessed to Chen Xinyi and began a trial relationship. Yue Qianling returned home for New Year, and Gu Xun impressed her family with red envelopes, patience, and honesty, passing every test they gave him. A year later, Narrow Path exceeded 10 million sales. Gu Xun fulfilled his dream of creating a 3A game. Yue Qianling and Gu Xun held their engagement ceremony, and Zhang Junan and Chen Xinyi officially became a couple.